The story of AE2S started in 1991 with the bright idea of providing water engineering consulting and extreme customer service to clients in the upper Midwest. Steve Burrian and Charlie Vian came together to meet this need and started with a humble office in the basement of a depot on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks. Quickly, word of the company's excellent work ethic and customer service spread, and advanced engineering outgrew the basement office. They left the mushrooms on the floor behind and moved to 414 University Avenue. The following year, AE2S began providing geomatic services as a standalone service. 3 years later, the company moved to a larger office on South Washington. Later that year, the company began providing stormwater engineering services. This later became AE2S's water resource practice. The company continued to expand its North Dakota presence. AE2S expanded into Minnesota for the first time with an office in Moorhead. In the spring of 1997, devastating floodwaters hit Grand Forks hard. Employees worked tirelessly to fight the flood and then restore water service to the city. After the floodwaters receded, the company worked on projects to help rebuild the city and protect it from future flooding. Seeing a need to help clients obtain funding for their projects and manage the financial aspects of their utilities, AE2S began offering financial services, which later grew into AE2S Nexus. Around this time, it became apparent that clients would be able to realize better value if we provided in-house instrumentation and control services. 2002 rolled around and work in western North Dakota continued to grow, and the Williston Water Treatment Plant project gave us the opportunity to open an office there. The following year, the AE2S Rate Survey was born. Started as part of rate work for the city of Grand Forks, the survey has become a powerful tool utilities use to plan their financial futures, as well as a unique business development tool for AE2S. Armed with numerous client-centered services and great client service, the company continued to expand in Minnesota by opening an office in Brainerd in 2003. 2003 was also when the tagline "Think Big, Go Beyond" was developed to portray the passion and spirit that is the force driving AE2S. Think Big, Go Beyond still stands today and is embodied by the dedicated and passionate employees that make up AE2S. The following year, the company's leadership team was expanded by adding in 5 new shareholders to develop and recognize leadership within the firm. In the fall of 2005, AE2S acquired the firm ERI, giving us an office in Maple Grove. 2 years later, AE2S acquired TriStar Engineering and TriStar Electric and gave us our first Fargo location. TriStar Engineering and TriStar Electric later became AE2S Industrial and AE2S Construction. In 2008, Advanced Elements was formed as an umbrella company to house AE2S, BVI, the company which owns AE2S buildings, and other AE2S future affiliated companies. In 2008, AE2S was hired to work on the Rocky Boys North Central Montana Regional Water System project, creating a need for a permanent office in Montana. The Great Falls office opened in May of that year, and Nate and Dion relocated to manage the project. 2 years later, the oil boom picked up in western North Dakota, and the Williston office grew. The office picked up, moved into an old hospital, while another location was being renovated for a larger space. This boom also led to offices in Watford City being opened. In December 2010, we opened an office in Eagan, Minnesota, giving us both a north and a south presence in the Minneapolis metro area. The following year, with the oil boom going strong, the company decided to add an office in Dickinson, first located in the basement of an optometrist office, then later moving to a renovated historic Elks building. The company continued expanding in other areas, including Fargo. Our Fargo office quickly outgrew its first location and moved to a new building on 43rd Street. That office was soon outgrown. The current location is just off 42nd Avenue. The Grand Forks office also moved in the summer of 2011. The office and corporate headquarters moved to its present-day location on Garden View Drive. Work across the upper Midwest was steady and expanding out west. Kalispell was added to our list of offices. To meet the growing need for our services in western North Dakota, a new office was opened in Minot in December of 2011. In late 2011, AE2S seized the opportunity to bring a talented structural engineering group on board to again expand the value we could provide to clients. As employees continued to build relationships across the upper Midwest, the company expanded to the east by adding a presence in Madison, Wisconsin in August of 2013. Although AE2S had been helping clients with communications services for years, in 2013, we began providing communications as a standalone service. Shortly afterwards, the company established a presence in Utah. The first office in Salt Lake City quickly was outgrown and was moved twice to end up in our current space. Labor shortages in western North Dakota left several systems needing operations services. Seeing the opportunity to help, AE2S Operations was created. AE2S had their eyes set on South Dakota for many years and was finally able to establish a South Dakota presence with the acquisition of the Rapid City firm CTEC. Shortly thereafter, another office in Spearfish, South Dakota was added as a satellite for Rapid City. After working with the city of Sioux Falls for many years, we finally added a Sioux Falls office in 2014. With the oil boom going strong and the demand high for services of AE2S Construction, a shop was purchased in Watford City in February of 2014. Work in Montana didn't slow down either in 2014. The office in Bozeman was established and expanded our presence farther west. And throughout all the expansions, the moves, the additions, the new services, one thing has remained the same. This company continues to be dedicated to helping clients find solutions through extreme client service.